Is it on? Yeah, it's on. Hello, YouTube, and welcome back to another episode of Hollow Knight, where I am basically going through the boss rush again. Like, it's going to be. There's not much I can talk about in this episode other than that I go through the boss rush. So, I'd rather talk about other things than just focus on me getting through the boss rush because honestly, it would be really bullies like, oh, I killed the boss here. Oh, I struggled here. So I'd rather talk about other things. So just put it bluntly, um, I'm trying to think of what to say. I've literally lost track of what I was going to say. Yeah, games I'm looking forward to in the upcoming year. Let's talk about stuff like that. So, games I'm looking forward to. Well, definitely looking forward to Persona 3, which comes out in the beginning of February. Same for the Final Fantasy 7 remake part 2, Rebirth, whatever it's called. That's at the end of the month, so a little bit of a gap, which is nice. I might finish Persona 3 in a month, I might not, depending on what time I've got from work and whatnot to juggle around, and we'll see. Um, Trying to think what else. I'm already yawning. Oh my god, I hate this body. Um, Grand Blue Fantasy, which is out the exact same day as um, Brain as Persona 3. For me, it is anyway. So hopefully, hopefully, I'll be able to play that at some point in the spare time. I won't be recording that. I'm pretty sure I reiterated that in the previous video I made. I won't be playing that for the channel. That'll be Harry. So you better. Oh, you're again. He better pull his finger out and actually do it, or else I will not be very happy with him, and he will get a proper thumping, so to say. Um, what else? I'm trying to think of other things now as well. Um, yeah, I'm trying to think of other things now. Things later in the year. I'm not too sure actually. Because I've got Grand Blue Fantasy, Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth. We've got Persona 3. Dragon's Dogma. I wish I could stop yawning. I'm not even tired. I'm just yawning. There's Dragon's Dogma. That'll be interesting. In fact, I'd be more than happy to give that a go. I don't think I'll do that for the channel. I think that's something Harry should do because he's someone who talks about Dragon's Dogma quite a lot, so it would be fair for him to do that. What else is coming out this year that I'm looking forward to? Bloody hell. I can't think of anything else. I genuinely can't think of anything else. I know there's a lot. We've got a very stacked February, and I reckon we're going to have a very stacked end of the year. So, we'll see. We'll see what comes of that. Tekken 8 has just come out as I'm recording this. I'm not a big Tekken fan. Haven't really been a big Tekken fan since like Tekken 3. But I will say that the OST is an absolute banger. Like all the games have like really good OSTs. So definitely looking forward to the OST part of it. I mean, I'm interested in the story, but I just don't like Tekken as a fighting game. I don't know what it is. I just can't gel with it. I just can't. What else? What else is coming out? The DLC for Elden Ring will be out. I'm looking forward to that. And generally can't think. There'll be the new Yes game. That's it. Yes, yes Nordics, yes 10. That'll be good. I'm really looking forward to that one. Like I love Lacrimosa of Dana. I couldn't gel with Monster Nox. I am probably gonna force myself to play it again, just so I can get through it because the gameplay is spectacular. It's just I got really bored of the setting because you're in this prison city and it's just like what is there to see? Ah, more city. Ah, more city. Got a little bit boring. But definitely looking forward to Nordics. Yes, 10. That's on my list. The new Trails of game. Definitely looking forward to that. I still need to get Trails of Reverie. I still need to finish off Trails of Cold Steel 4. I've got Trails of the Sky in my collection, and I never got a chance to play Trails of Zero and Trails of Azure, but they're out. I will get them eventually. They are on my list, so I'll get through them at some point in the future. And think. I'm not too sure, but I think. Oh, what's that other game? I know there's another game, and now it's going to do my head in because I can't think of it. Um, damn. Oh, that's gonna bug me now. Um, I know there's an Alone in the Dark. Fingers crossed, should be this year. Fingers crossed on should. I still need to play the Alan Wake games. I would love to play Alone in the Dark because I never had the chance to play Alone in the Dark. I've got the first Alan Wake. I want to play the second one. I will play the second after I've played the first. It's just getting around to do it. Um, I can't think if there is anything else this year. I'm sure there is. I just can't think of it right now. Hopefully, we get some news on either the new SMT or Persona game. That'll be something I'll look forward to. But right now, I generally can't think of anything. I know the DLC for Final Fantasy 16 has dropped, but for me, Final Fantasy 16 was a one and done. Like there are literally two trophies in the game on the PlayStation that I haven't got, and I cannot be bothered because it means I have to play through the game again. I can't be asked. I enjoyed it. Don't get me wrong. I really enjoyed it, but at the same time, I was happy to finish the game where I finished it. It's done for me. I don't want to go back to it. And then someone told me like, oh yeah, the DLC takes place not after the ending but before. I was like, oh, okay. I'm not bothered. I'm generally not bothered. I'd rather just crack on. Um, Square Enix need to like sort their priorities out as well. Like they're trying to do so many different things, which at the same time I want them to do. But saying that, if they're going to do that, put some manpower and focus into it because your main games are now lacking because of it, and I can tell. I It got to a point where I got bored of playing Final Fantasy 16 near the end of the game. I put all of those easy mode accessories on and just raced through the game. I couldn't be arsed anymore. I was done. I was genuinely done. Um, anything else now. Generally can't think of anything. Oh, I do want to play through Cyberpunk again at some point. Now that all of the details or all of the updates and the patches and all of that are now done. Do want to play through Cyberpunk again. And I will. It might take some time, but I will. But it might be a while before. But we'll see what it's like. We'll see. Well, hopefully it won't be too far down the line. Because I did really enjoy what I played as Cyberpunk. So it would be another one of those games where you're not getting my initial first time reactions until Phantom Liberty, until I get to that part of the game. But even then, it's not going to detract from the fact that I enjoy the game, so I will still enjoy my playthrough. It's not. I hopefully what happened with Hollow Knight doesn't happen again, where the audio just cuts out. Because if that happened again, I will be fuming. I will not be happy. So I've got my fingers crossed that that's not gonna happen. And I really really hope it doesn't. Other than that though, it's definitely something I want to get back into. I want to see what new things they've added. I want to see what they've improved on. I'm genuinely curious because I really did enjoy Cyberpunk. For as broken as it was when it came out, I really enjoyed it still. And a lot of people will complain as, oh, there's a lot of features and bugs and glitches and all that kind of stuff. But at the same time, I just went, yeah, but no one complains about Skyrim or Oblivion, and they had soft lock bugs and glitches, which completely ruined the immersion entirely. And yet, people have not really called them out that much. So, yeah, tit for tat. I enjoyed Cyberpunk. I enjoyed Skyrim and Oblivion as well, just to put it out there. But I enjoyed Cyberpunk more. I enjoy Fallout the game. I enjoyed the Fallout games. Fallout New Vegas being one of my favorites, and I've still got my Ultimate Edition from the PlayStation 3 version, which I will happily just keep playing. It's such a good game. There's so much to do in it. So much. So much. And yeah, that's something I would love to see on the PS5 or anywhere. Just Fallout New Vegas, just there. I fucking love the game. I think it's phenomenal. Um, what else? What else? What else? What else? Um, right, I think now. Ow. Think. I can't think of any other games. I know in 2025, Penny Blood and Arm Fantasia should be out. Looking forward to them. Really looking forward to them. So that'll be cool. Um, oh, Euden Chronicle should be this year. 100 Heroes. That'll be good. I'm looking forward to that one. So we'll see what that's. We'll see how that's gonna be like when that comes out. Yeah, I am really looking forward to that one. Trying to think anything else. It's mainly RPGs as usual. It's always RPGs with me. Trying to think anymore. Can't think of anything off the top of my head. So yeah, those are games that I'm looking forward to. Like, hopefully there's a hopefully there's more coming out that surprise me. Like say for example, I went into what game was it now? Brain, I can't think of it right now. Went into a game expecting to actually really, really hate it, but actually really enjoyed it. Extra Primal, there we go. Played Extra Primal. I went in expecting to not like it, but I ended up loving it. And that's what I want for my games. I want that feeling of, yeah, you may think that, but we could do this. It was just nice. It was just nice to have a game which just felt really good to play. Um, yeah, that'll finish about me talking about games I'm looking forward to for now, because that list will keep increasing. It always does. There's always something new, and I'd rather not keep going on and on and on about it. I'd rather talk about other things and just games I'm looking forward to, because that's a topic that'll never end. So I want to try and keep that one to a minimum and talk about that every now and then. What I will talk about is what I want, what I've got a plan to do in the future for the channel. Now, I've got an idea that I want to put towards the guys, because I love my fighting games. I'm not great at them. In some cases, I can be really, really bad at them. But I do love my fighting games. I really, really do. And I would love to just get us all together where we're just talking crap and just play some fighting games. That would be fun. That would be really fun to do. So I want to talk to the guys about it. It might take a while. It might not. They might both even say, "Nah, not feeling it," which is a shame, but it happens. You know, I'm not. This isn't just me we're talking about. This channel isn't just mine. It is a joint effort, and I've got to respect that. I have to respect that. And you know, it's just one of those things. You just have to learn to get used to it. Oh, let me have a think. That could be something. Could also have a moment where we're all trying out a game at the same time and seeing if we like it. That could be cool. I think that one would work really, really well. But it all depends on if um brain not that one. If the brain allows for it, then yeah, sure. Whatever. But if the brain don't bother. That's a HP sphere. See what it's like though. Like I said, nothing's perfect. And well, hopefully, hopefully, things start working and just falling into place. I can only keep my hand, my fingers crossed on that. You know, not a lot, not a lot else I could do about that. To be fair, but at the same time, I definitely have to talk to the guys about it. I'm pretty sure they'd probably be up for it. Knowing them, they would. But I'd rather not like spring it on them all of a sudden. I'd rather talk to them about, is this a good idea? Would you like to do stuff like this? You know, it's just one of those things. Um, trying to think of anything else whilst I'm here, but I genuinely can't. Really, really struggling. Um, so yeah, that's one idea for the channel that I've got. Another idea that I've got is obviously we've got an idea for a podcast in the future. That's something that we'll just get together and just talk. Um, they might be able to show their faces with cameras on and stuff like that. I can't for reasons due to the job I have. So I have to keep that anonymity. I have to remain. I can't speak today. I have to remain anonymous. There we go. Oh my days, I cannot talk. What is wrong with my mouth today? But yeah, we'll see what it's like anyway. Because hopefully it just works. Hopefully it does anyway. I can't think of anything else off the top of my head again. My brain. I do apologize. I'm still ill. I'm still getting over a really nasty cold, so I keep getting brain fog. That's why I'm struggling to think. Um, there you go. You've got an answer for that. I mean, and I feel like my body just keeps on deciding it wants to do whatever it wants, which is really really annoying because I keep on yawning. I'm not tired. I keep on having gas. I don't know why. I haven't really eaten much. I haven't really eaten much that gives me gas. It's my body's just going through this weird flux at the moment where it's just like do whatever one, and it's getting really really irritating. But it is what it is, you know. Hopefully it will just pass, and then I'll be back to normal. Um, I have attempted to record some other videos to do, but I'm trying not to do too much or get myself too invested in a game because literally as I'm recording this in around 4 to 5 days time, Persona 3 comes out. And I've already made a promise to myself, the other guys of the channel, that I am playing Persona 3. I am playing through it. I'm going to do the same as usual. I'm going to do hour-long episodes and then just keep on blasting them out. I'm going to try and release them for every 3 days. I'm going to schedule them for that. And that way people can have something to watch. Um, that's the idea anyway. Editing wise, it's going to be the same as usual because I just can't find time to learn how to edit stuff at the moment. I really, really can't. And unfortunately, time is never on my side. Like right now, yeah, I'm recording, but then at the same time, after I've done recording, I've got to start making myself food. I've got to start doing work prep. I've got to do lots of stuff. So it's never ending, which is why I want to take a bit more of a relaxed approach to these recordings, do them when I can, kind of thing. And I don't mind recording raw footage and then voicing over them. I don't mind doing that. In fact, I kind of like the feeling that it's just like, well, you guys are joining me on the journey. You're going through the same stuff I am, and then we're just going at it. I like that. Um, I'm also that guy who I will refuse. Like, say for example, we play an RPG game and it requires a lot of reading text. I will blitz through that text as fast as I can. I'll make sure to stop at certain points so if people want to read it, they can. But I'm a very fast reader, and if you get annoyed at the fact that I'm not reading it out to you, well, I'm sorry, but I'm not your. Well, I was going to say I'm not your narrator. I kind of am, but at the same time, it's just like, well, you could stop the video and read it. I'm not going to tell you off for doing that. You know, it's a video that's on YouTube. You can pause it whenever you want. You can rewind it if you want. It's not that hard. So I'm not going to read it out to you. I want you to read it yourselves. There is a reason. There is an actual educational reason, which is I want you guys to read. Reading to me is a very, very good passion, passionate hobby of mine. I love reading. It's such a nice little pastime. I have, I don't even know how many I've got, but I've got hundreds of books, hundreds upon hundreds. Some of them are collections of authors, like the Edgar Allan Poe collection, the Arthur Conan Doyle collection, and stuff like that. Quite some of them are also like poetry collections. Like I've got the William Blake poetry collection, which is fantastic, by the way. Um, I've got quite a lot, you know, and I implore people to read. I think reading, there needs to be more reading, definitely. I feel like more people need to read. And I genuinely hope that in the future that more people are a bit more literate with their pronunciation of words as well. I can't speak. I jumble up my words all the time and I trip over my own tongue. I understand. It happens. It's going to happen. Nothing is perfect, which is fine. It is actually fine. What I don't want is people being, what's the word that I'm after? I don't want people to be babied by their own preconceptions when it comes to reading. I want people to read. And you don't learn how to read properly until you force yourself to, or you're taught how to. And unfortunately, I'm on the other side of the screen. You guys are going to have to force yourselves to read. So, when it comes to playthroughs of any of my JRPGs or RPGs in general, I am going to be blitzing through the text. If there is voice acting, I will put on autoplay if it's available, and I'll just let it do its thing. But if it's text that I've got to read, I am blitzing through it because I'm a very quick reader, very quick reader, and do not do not think anything against it. It is just that I'm that quick at reading. So do not worry. I'm pretty sure you guys will all be fine as well. I really do. And I'm trying to think, is there anything else that I need to talk about? Because I can't think of anything off the top of my head right now. I generally can't. Um, hmm. Now my brain's going blank again. Yep. Brain's doing that thing where it's completely blank. Um, oh no. Come on, brain fog, go away. Uh, right. I'm going to pick a different topic to talk about now. And from there, we'll probably talk about something else. Uh, I'm going to pick a topic. I mean, I mentioned fighting games much earlier in the video, so let's expand on that a little bit. So, I like my fighting games. I really like my fighting games. However, I like my 2D fighting games a lot. Don't get me wrong, I like my 3D fighting games too, like Soul Calibur. I love Soul Calibur and Dead or Alive. I love Dead or Alive. Um, I've mentioned earlier that for some reason I just don't gel with Tekken. I'm not saying Tekken's bad, it's just not for me. I can't gel with it. But I will say that Soul Calibur, love the feel of it, really enjoy it. And I would like to say with Dead or Alive, for example. I think the system in Dead or Alive feels better, but that's just me personally. But however, my preference for fighting games is 2D fighting games, mainly King of Fighters. I absolutely adore King of Fighters. I think King of Fighters is such a good fighting game series. I've played Guilty Gear. I like Guilty Gear. I like how it looks. I don't like any of the characters except Biken. Right? There you go. There's the controversial take. I don't like any characters other than Biken. That's not a good thing. Alright? That is not a good thing. That's bad. I should be able to like multiple characters in a series that is a fighting game. I don't really like any of them. That's a problem. It is a problem. Um, BlazBlue, same problem for me. Actually, BlazBlue. Um, I just not a big fan of. Well, just not a big fan of. Brain. It's the same company, isn't it? No, I don't know. I can't remember. Yeah, but just not a big fan of the characters again. I think the characters have let the game down. I don't know why that took me so long to get the words for that out. I have no idea why. That's annoying. Yeah, I don't. It's same with Tekken as well. Like, there's only like two characters like in the entire series, and that is Kazuya and oh, who's that other one now? There we go. That's it. Two characters. Not a big fan of any of the other characters really, which is a shame. Street Fighter. Oh, I like Street Fighter. It seems to have the same issues as quite a lot of the other games, 2D fighting games, like characters. But Street Fighter really does add a lot of new characters that I like. I fell in love with Yun and Yang from Street Fighter 3. I thought they were amazing to use. I really enjoyed playing as them. I thought they were super fun as well. Uh, Urian as well. Love playing as Urian. Um, I really like playing as what's his name? Is it Sean? Like I enjoyed playing as Sean. Uh, there's there's a lot of good things to there's a lot of good things to the Street Fighter games that I do enjoy. Like I I might get raked to the coals for this, but I really enjoyed Street Fighter Cross Tekken. I thought that game was amazing, and I would love. You know what? I might see if I can find that again. I have still got that game somewhere. Somewhere. No idea where it is though for me PlayStation 3. But I loved that game. I thought it was so good. So good. Just trying to have a think now. Any other fighting games that I am privy to? I liked Bloody Roar when that was out. Bloody Roar was a fantastic game series when it came out. Uh, can't think of anything else. What a shame. Yeah, I generally can't think of any others right now. I've tried Virtua Fighter. There's one. and I tried Virtua Fighter, but I tried it when it first came out, and it wasn't great. I didn't enjoy the feel of it that much. Um, any more? There's probably loads more. Like, I've played Darkstalkers. That was interesting. It's not one I keep going back to though, so I won't say too much on that. But I did enjoy like the Capcom versus SNK games. I thought they were amazing. Uh, didn't really play much of Capcom versus Marvel though, and the reason for that is I just never got round to them. Never got round to them. King of Fighters holds a special place in my heart though. I just remember playing King of Fighters and just falling in love with it. I fell in love with all of the characters. Now that's hard to do because King of Fighters roster is massive. It is absolutely huge, and it got me to like all of the characters. That's that's a pretty tough feat to top. It really is. So it's got a special place in my heart. Um, Favorite character to use is always Iori and Terry, and then I always see who else there is I can mess around with, and then learn how to play and whatnot. Um, Trying to think of others now. Yeah, there's another yawn. Don't know why I'm yawning. Just trying to think now. Mm. No, I can't think of anything again. No, that's really annoying. But yeah, because I was talking about fighting games, I do want to do something with the channel for fighting games, but not like it's not like, oh, I'm going in depth about it and stuff like that. It's just me and the other guys just playing, having some fun with it. You know, as games are intended to be. So we'll see. We will see. I can't see um I can't see me disliking it. I really can't. I can't see the guys disliking it either. So we'll see. I'm pretty sure it'll be fine. I'm pretty sure it will be anyway. And I think it's anything else. Anything else at all. No, can't really think about anything else when it's to do with fighting games with the channel. I will have to just talk to the guys and then I can't see them saying no, so that'll be something in the works probably. Um, it's definitely the podcast. Like we are doing that. When we're doing it, don't know. I can only say that we will be. Um, I'm slowing down on my videos because I have to for my own health. Um, I'm gonna try doing it every 3 days, but if I feel that I'm still like suffering because of my job and all the other commitments I've got, if I feel like I am suffering, I will make it once a week. I will, hands down, just make it once a week, even if it is like I know an hour playthrough once a week. It's still something. And reason for that being is I'm not unemployed. I am employed. I've also got family that I'm very committed to. I've got friends that I'm very committed to. I have other projects that I'm working on with my writing, with my friends that we're doing, just having fun maybe. You know, I'm always doing something. So finding time to do this, yes, I do find the time to do it eventually, but I need to stop make need to get as much done as I can to get stuff out. I need to slow down and I need to focus on my health. Like I said, it's not a bad thing. You know, I'm not stopping. I'm just slowing down. And the main reason I'm slowing down is so I can get stuff done. Because I need to get stuff done. So yeah, that's plenty to look forward to. Um, Ollie should be getting a video out soon, and Harry should be getting started on something soon. I mean, I'm there telling him that have you started yet? And he's going no. I was like, okay. This channel was his idea, and he's the one that's done nothing so far. Funny, eh? No, no, we're all in good jest though. So things are happening. Things are happening. It's just a lot of things are going on behind the scenes as well, which both I'm happy about and some things I'm not happy about. So, you know, we'll see. We'll see what it's like. Just trying to have a think now, because I'm um, stuck on things to say. And it's not the fact that I don't want to talk. It's more that I really am running out of things to talk about because there's a lot of stuff that me and the guys of the channel would like to talk about as well, but we want to keep stuff for our podcast too. So there's a lot of stuff that we're trying not to delve into too much in our other videos because we've got the podcast to think of in the future. And if I talked about everything, sorry, yawned. If I talk about everything in my videos, then I've got nothing to talk about when it comes to the podcast. And I need to be able to at least have something to talk about. It's not fair if I don't, you know. And yeah, just trying to think of a topic I could talk about that I don't think we'll touch on in the podcast that much. Ooh, I could arts films, or I could save that for another video. Actually, I think I might save that for another video, and the main reason being is because there's a there's a lot I could talk about with martial arts videos, so that could be a good 10 minutes. And yeah, I know there's like 10 minutes left of this video, roughly, but at the same time, it's rather keep that topic for another time. Oh, why is this so hard? Why is this so difficult? Why is talking so difficult sometimes? I may be a social person, or not antisocial. I'm not an introvert. I'm an extrovert. But at the same time, why is this so hard? I talk a lot anyway. I talk about a lot of things. This is just absurd. I suppose I could talk about the game actually, Hollow Knight, for a little bit. So, if you have been paying attention to the video itself, then you will notice that I have been struggling against two, a particular boss in this boss rush, and that is the Nail Masters. Now, they're hard. They're really, really hard. And even then, I still think I only just about won by a fluke, and it was a narrow fluke as well. I really really struggled with them, and I don't expect others to well, I don't expect others to feel the same, if you get what I mean, because it's tough. It's really really tough, and yeah, I just don't expect it. I expect it from, I don't know, maybe someone else. Like, I don't know, maybe I'll fight Sly later down the line, that kind of thing. But the Nail Masters, they were tough, and it's not just because they're generally tough. It is 2-on-1, and it took a while for me to get to grips with how they worked. And like I said, it was really tough, really, really, really tough. Like, I generally didn't want to fight them again after this. Put it that way. Really, really, really didn't want to do it. But at the same time, they are super fun. They are really fun. And yeah, definitely could do with more of them. I'm trying to think now. I reckon, I reckon in the Pantheon, because don't quote me on this, because I have never looked. I reckon in the Pantheon there is a fight where you fight all three of the Nail Masters, and you've got Grandmaster Sly there. I expect him to be incredibly hard. I do not expect him to be easy whatsoever. I don't. That is the least of my concerns. I reckon he is rock solid. And you know what? Fair play. I think it's fine. I think it's fine to have um, enemies which are difficult, but not difficult in the sense that they feel unfair. Like, though the Nail Masters didn't feel unfair because I was still learning how they um, worked, and you do pick up little patterns, and it's like, oh, okay, I see how that works. Like, you do pick up patterns. I just wish, you know, it was a bit more general when it came up to picking up those patterns. But it is fun. I think that's one of the few things about Hollow Knight that I can say is, yeah, it's tough, but it's also very rewarding. It's a very rewarding game. And yeah, it is just super fun. Really, really fun. And sort this out. There we go. Yeah, it's super fun, which is one of the good things about Hollow Knight is that it's just fun, right? A lot of people seem to forget that games are supposed to be fun. They're supposed to feel rewarding when you finally beat that boss you've been struggling on for ages. They're supposed to feel like that. And it's like with the Nailmaster there, I barely won. Look how close I was to dying. Look at it. I almost failed. that's how close it was that I did not finish um, that fight in an hour. Like, this whole episode has been up to that point. I was that close. I almost failed. I was that close to failing. But I managed it at that last second. And it felt amazing. It really, really did. Right, that is the end of the episode. So I will end it here. So thank you for joining me, and I will catch you guys next time. Bye bye.